Touch of specialness to a Steven Spielberg production? Would you believe a dilapidated old house? 1985's The Goonies was basically a kid's version of Raiders of the Lost Ark, minus the Ark, and plus the Goonie house.
To be a Goonie, all you got to do is live out your dreams and never give up. Long live the dreamers.
The producers' dreams became a reality when they found just the right house in Astoria, Oregon.
There was nobody living in the house at the time. It was pretty much of a wreck. 4x4s blowing in the wind, and you didn't want to step on the deck because you might go right through it.
Okay, so the house was in rough shape. Enter Hollywood types with deep pockets and an urgent need for a film location.
My mother was the owner, and she was here working on it, kind of decorating it and trying to fix it up. And this van pulled up outside, and a bunch of what she called hippies come pouring out of it. And they said that they were looking for a movie location.
Remember all that work that needed to be done to the house? Jim Fuller's mom did.
They put on new siding and new windows, new trim, new decking, new everything.
In short, everything old was soon new again. Sort of. In the movie, the house was the main hangout for the Goonies. So after the producers did all that nice work on Jim's mom's house, they promptly trashed it again to give it just the right lived-in look.
They used a lot of props like potato chips strewn everywhere that the kids were munching on, and the kids were rambunctious, and a lot of that chaos was just left as part of the set.
Outside the home, director Richard Donner took the chaos to new heights.
There was a cable that came from the top of that window, or that peak, down to right here. So Data would get on this wheel with his feet free, and he knocked down the screen door. I guess they took several takes, because I found about a dozen of those screen doors, all in different states of dilapidation.
For Spielberg and Donner, the atmosphere in and around the house worked wonders with the young cast. That is, until some local Goonies began stepping on their lines. Astoria, Oregon happens to have a very active and very noisy sea lion population.
You can probably hear the chorus of sea lions in the background, but are not the most useful thing to have on your movie soundtrack.
Where there's a will, there's a way. And where there's a Steven Spielberg production, there are creative solutions. In this case, a household-friendly, low-tech solution.
The sound person would hang up absorption blankets around the room in order to eliminate echo. On the other hand, the kids, when they got going, were pretty cacophonous themselves, so it kind of worked out.
Today, the Goonie house has a new owner, and Sandy Preston is pretty well versed in what took place where in her new home.
The weight bench was right about here, and Mikey's room was here. That was Brand's room in there. The attic is here, and that's almost always where the kids want to see when they come.
And she's happy to show them. But she might not always mention the fact that the attic shots were the one thing from the movie that were shot on sound stages. Fortunately, the kids don't seem to mind. After all, she's a Goonie too.
My email address is GoonieGal.
And that helps, because she gets fans of the movie making the trek to check out the Goonie house. Lots of them.
I get many visitors here. The large bulk is in the summertime, and there's 40 to 50 a day.
People actually come here from all over the world. People from Europe, Australia, Japan, China.
I'm from Melbourne, Australia. Basically grew up with the Goonies, the boyhood dream, something I had to do. To come here, and yeah, finally here, it's pretty surreal.
Goonies from around the world will always converge here in Astoria, Oregon, to relive some of their favorite moments from one of Moviedom's real funny adventure classics. Now, we might be taking you down memory lane a little with some of these classic real funny homes, but for this next place, we got to go all the way back. Back to the future.